Hello friends, welcome back. In this video we are going to discuss about navigation component with view model. So we are going to integrate both these components, navigation and view model both, and based on the condition we are going to navigate, like if the user is logged in, then only it will be allowed to navigate on the profile fragment, otherwise it will be redirected to login fragment. Okay, so if you are not familiar about the navigation component and view model, I will suggest you to watch my video regarding navigation component and view model both. Okay, so let's start the coding. So to enable view binding, view model and navigation component in our application, we need to add the dependencies. So this dependency you can find in our description. If you can also search on the Google for the updated version of the libraries. So here you can see I am going to copy this dependency of navigation component and paste inside our module app gradle file. So I just paste this dependency here, and next I will copy the dependency for view model and live data. So I will copy this dependency and paste here, and next we will sync the project. So once the sync process completed, we can continue our next code. So you can see next we need to create a navigation component for our application with three fragments. We are going to create three fragments here. First one is profile fragment, second one login fragment, and third one is home fragment. So here sync process is completed. So guys, we can right click here on the resource folder and create Android resource file, and the type of the file will be navigation here because we are going to implement navigation component. And name of the file I can type anything, so I will pass here nav graph and click on OK. So navigation component is ready, navigation file is ready we have, and three fragments I will create here inside our application package. I will create one more package for the fragments only, and inside the fragments folder I will have three fragments. So I will first of all create first fragment, that is home fragment here. Next I will create profile fragment, and third one, that is our login fragment. So I will create one more fragment here, login fragment. So guys, we have three fragments ready, and I will close all the screen so that there is no confusion in switching between different screens. Okay, so we have three fragments, and inside our nav graph xml file I will add those fragments as a destination. You can see fragment home first of all, then after profile fragment, and then after login fragment. So we have three fragments here. From home fragment I will navigate on the profile fragment, and on the profile fragment we will confirm if the user is logged in or not. If it is not logged in, then I will navigate from profile fragment to login fragment. So the two actions we have here, from home fragment to profile fragment and from profile fragment to login fragment, and accordingly the code is also ready inside our xml file. Okay, so we have done with our navigation xml file. Next we need to integrate this navigation xml file with our activity so that respective home fragment can get launched. So we need to add this fragment container view with our activities layout file, and name of the fragment will be nav host fragment, and default nav host true, and nav graph, that will be our file name. So you can type this code manually, or you can just copy this file, copy this code from our description as well. So I just copy this code and I will put this inside our layout xml file, as you can see here, and the file name is same that we have created here inside our navigation folder. So there is no need to change anything. Okay, and with this, if you run the code, then you can see the home fragment inside our activity first, as we have said the home fragment as the home destination. Okay, home start destination as we have set here. Okay, so now we are going to have button inside home fragment. So let's see, we are going to add the button inside our home fragment with linear layout and orientation vertical, button with wrap content, and text will be show profile, something text we have set, and ID of the button will be button profile. Okay, so we have button and we are going to create the event of this button. Before creating the event, I am going to enable view binding. Here you can see build features view binding true. I already have set, so that inside our home fragment I will type private fragment home binding. Okay, so binding instance we will create here, binding equal to fragment home binding dot inflate, inflator comma container comma false. Okay, so I hope you are aware about the view binding concept. If not familiar, then I will suggest you to watch my view binding video. And here I will return the binding dot get root. Next I will create on view created, and inside on view created I will create button profile dot set on click listener v. Okay, so this is the lambda syntax for creating the event of our button. On the button click, I want to navigate on the profile fragment. For that, we can write navigation dot find now controller. Inside the now controller, we need to pass activity or the view. Here I am going to pass v, that is our view button, and dot navigate. Okay, inside the navigate we can pass the id of our action, so that is r dot id dot action profile fragment to login. Note that we will navigate from home fragment to profile. So this action is generated inside our nowgraph xml file. As you can see, we have the actions here, and the id of the action will be home fragment to profile fragment. So here we are navigating from home fragment to profile fragment. Okay, so with this code, if you run and check the output, it will redirect or navigate to the profile fragment if you click on the button. Okay, so let me check the output. So here is the output. As you can see, our activity launch with the home fragment, and inside the home fragment we have button show profile. If I click on show profile, it will navigate on the profile fragment. Okay, so we have done this much code. Next we need to confirm whether the user is properly logged in, then only profile fragment will get display. Otherwise we will navigate from profile fragment to the login fragment. So first of all, we need to create a view model for confirming whether the user is properly logged in or not. So I am going to create one more package here. You can see model package I have created, and inside the model I will create one class, that is user view model, and this class will extend view model. Okay, inside view model I will create one mutable live data instance. And what is the type of mutable live data that I can provide? Like string type. Here I am going to confirm with user name. Okay, so we have private mutable live data, and next I am going to create one getter setter method for this username. So public live data use string get username. So this is the getter method we have, and it will return username. But before returning the username, we need to confirm whether it is initialized or not. For that we can write here if condition, if username double equal to null, then we need to create it username equal to new mutable live data. And we also need to set some value, like here I am going to set null value. Okay, so not an issue. Use string type we have set it here, so it will be the null value. Initial value will be null, and with this null value we are returning our username. Okay, and next we need to create a setter method. As you can see, set username here, and whatever username I will pass here, that I want to set inside our username mutable live data instance. So I can write username dot set value. Okay, so we have done with view model class. We have ready with get username and set username method. Next, inside our profile fragment, I will get and confirm if the username is set or not. So accordingly, I will create one profile fragment binding instance, fragment profile binding instance. Okay, and next here I am going to create binding equal to fragment profile binding dot inflate, inflator, container and false. Okay, so we need to confirm here whether our user name is set or not. So inside on view created, I will have the instance of user view model. So view model instance we can create with the help of view model provider dot view model provider, and inside the constructor we can pass the owner. So owner of the view model will be our activity, because we want to maintain the instance of view model throughout the activity. Okay, so we can pass here get activity, that will be the owner of our view model provider, and dot get method. Inside the get method we can pass user view model dot class, so that class instance it will return, and with this instance I will call the get username method. It will return the live data instance, and with that live data instance we can call observe method. Inside the observe again we need to pass the owner, so I will pass get activity again, and second argument will be observer. So here I will create observer interface implementation anonymously, and inside this on change I will get the value, that will be the user name, and I will confirm if value double equal to null. If it is null, then I need to navigate on the login fragment. So here is the code to navigate from a profile fragment to login fragment. Okay, from profile fragment to login fragment. So this is some conditional navigation we have done. So based on this condition it will navigate on the login fragment. If without login I am navigating on the fragment profile fragment, then it will navigate on the login fragment. So with this code we can check the output. So guys, here again we are with home fragment. If I click on show profile, then it will redirect on the profile fragment, and from profile fragment it is redirecting to login fragment. But in login fragment we have not done any kind of designing part, so that we are not getting difference between profile and login fragment. So let me design something with our login fragment. So here you can see I am going to create linear layout with orientation vertical, and inside linear layout I will set the gravity center, and here I need to edit text. So inside the designing part you can have text input layout, and I will drag that text input layout. Okay, so you can see inside our coding part it is ready, and here I will set the username hint, and ID of the edit text will be et username. Next, similar edit text I will create here, but hint will be password here, and next ID of the user edit text will be et password. So we have two edit text and one button I will create here on ID @ plus ID button submit, and the text property will be submit. Okay, so inside this login fragment, if I click on the button, then I need to set our view model, and accordingly if the view model value is set, it will allow me to stay on the profile fragment. So let me create the event for our button inside login. So binding instance I have declared, and here I will create binding equal to fragment okay. So inside our on view created, I need to create the event for our button submit, and inside button submit event I will get the value whatever typed by the user inside a edit text. Okay, you need to confirm if the username and password is valid or not. Currently we have not integrated any database related code, so we can continue without validation, but we need to validate here in future. Validate if username and password is valid or not. Okay, so without validation, here I am going to set this username inside our view model. So first of all we need to create the user view model instance again from view model provider. Inside the provider I will pass owner, that is get activity dot get and user view model dot class. Okay, so we have the user view model instance ready. With this view model instance I will set username, method will get call, and inside the set username I will pass the username. So it will set the value. Okay, so once the value is set, we want to pop back, right, from wherever, whichever fragment you are navigating to login fragment. I want to go back. So for navigating the back, you can get the nav host fragment dot find nav controller dot pop back stack, right. So this is the by default method we have with the navigation component, and it will pop back, means whatever fragment is there in the back stack, it will navigate on that fragment. So we can write here nav host fragment dot find now controller, and this as the fragment here, and dot pop back stack. So it will navigate on the profile fragment because we are navigating from that fragment. And I will remove this not null annotation, it is not required as of now. And with this code, if we run and check the output, we can get the output whatever we expected. So guys, here is the output. You can see if I click on the show profile, then it will redirect on the login fragment, and inside the login fragment we have username but not displaying the password because the text input layout we have set here with the height match parent. Instead of match parent we have to set rep content, and with password also it should be rep content, then only it will get display username and password field, and also the button. So let's run and check the output again. Okay, so here is the login fragment. You can see inside the login fragment, if I type something like username, admin and password 123 something and submit, then it will display the profile fragment. Okay, here we are not getting which fragment is this, right. So for that proper identification of the page, you need to set title from the fragment. As you can see here, I am going to write get activity dot set title profile, and inside the login fragment I will type here get activity dot set title login. Okay, so it is easier to identify. Inside the home fragment similarly we can type here get activity dot set title, we can set the title home here. Okay, and one more thing I want to implement is inside the profile fragment which user is logged in, I want to display the name of that user. So inside our profile fragment layout I will set here linear layout with orientation vertical and gravity center. I want to display welcome username, so here is my text view. with ref content, and ID will be TV username. So inside this text view I want to display the name of the user. So inside profile fragment, after reading the value inside our else part, I can set binding dot TV username dot set text welcome and the value of the username. So with this, if I run and check the output, so guys, again we are back to home fragment, and if I click on the show profile, then you can see it will redirect on the login fragment. We can also see the title in our activity, and with any username and password, if I log in, if I submit the data, then that username will get display here with our profile fragment. So guys, this is the concept of this video, right? With this practical, we are sharing the data between our view model as well, right? We are setting the data from our login fragment inside our view model, and that data is available inside our profile fragment as well. Okay, and we are also navigating from profile fragment to login fragment based on the condition. Okay, so this is enough for this video. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and like our channel. We will come back with more videos. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video.